Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Andrea Lake 101, the making of a billionaire. Oh my God, where have I been? This is getting released on Valentine's Day of 2025. The last time that I recorded a podcast was on Thanksgiving of 2024. And it's been a minute. Where have I been? Why haven't I been here? Have I stopped on my journey to make $1 billion in 7 years? No, I have not. No, I have not at all. I am right on track with that goal. And at the beginning of any journey where you're planning to run a whole lot of compounding returns and do a whole lot of scale, what's the most important thing? We've talked about this a lot in the last couple of episodes. It's laying a proper foundation so that you're set up to scale. So today, I am coming at you and recording not one, not two, but 3 new podcasts for you guys. Oh my God. And they will get rolled out over the course of the next 2 weeks. So today we are going to cover December of 2024, and then the next episode will cover January of 2025. The following episode will cover the first half of February of 2025. And from there, we actually really do go week on week. So what happened? Why did I take this break? I moved into the most beautiful, beautiful new high rise in San Diego. And I've never lived in a high rise before. It's not my preference. Like, I'm a beach girl. If I had my preference, I would live down in Point Loma. But for a whole lot of reasons, I ended up living in this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous high rise. Do not recommend with a big dog. This would not have been my choice, but this is where I happened to be. And it's so freaking beautiful. And it's so freaking easy. And that's why I made this choice. Wouldn't have been my first choice. It's a really, really, really great choice for the next year or 2. As you will see, it is in my master closet and it's beautiful and it's quite soundproof. Now today, we still haven't quite decorated it yet. David at our office created beautiful, beautiful stickers to go over all the white spaces of the closet shelf, and then we'll kind of hang some things on the wall and maybe get some cool neon signs. We got an amazing camera that we're going to shoot this on, but we couldn't quite get the lighting correct today. And I was like, I'm going to Santa Barbara tomorrow. We need to record today. Let's just record this and call it a day. So the lighting will get better, the cameras will get better, the sound I think is pretty darn good, but everything will continue to get bigger and better as we move along. And this podcast will roll into a television show, the first part of which I already have exciting developments on, but you're going to have to wait for February's episode to get those. Where are we in the journey? Let's go back to Thanksgiving of 2025 when we rolled out that Stickergate campaign. That went well. That went really well. But that big, beautiful, badass cutting machine that we got, man, oh man, it just fucking did not work. It did not work correctly. The blades that were sent were wrong. Then the tech that was sent with it had his whole own thing going on. And while he was showing us how to not cut the conveyor belt, which is the very most important thing that you do not want to do on a $70,000 machine, he actually cut our conveyor belt. Every piece of every part of it was unfun and not good. And as we buy new equipment, we will be exploring different vendors to purchase our equipment from, because that was a no for us on many, 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 many levels. The depths of frustration that were experienced by every person who had their hands on that machine at first was high. In recent months, Dana has stepped up as our lead mechanic and has become a master of that machine, and we literally could not be more excited. Dana, of course, is our night manager over at Sticker Junkie, and she also is a motorcycle enthusiast and a motorcycle mechanic. So she takes to mechanics like a fish to water, and we feel so lucky to have her. But the machine basically was useless to us from the time we got it until maybe the second week of December. And then the vacuum pump went out on that machine almost immediately. Why? Why, you ask? Because the electricity was not properly checked by the electrician nor by the tech who was sent out to us with the machine. That was not awesome. And while the company did do an awesome job of getting a new vacuum pump to us, it took them a couple weeks to do so, and then we had to install it, and then we had to test it, and etc. So stuff like that just happens in business. So when I talk about the financials or the numbers in Sticker Junkie, you're going to get a behind the scenes peek into what actually it looks like to do entrepreneurship in real time on the ground. And it looks like, hey, you guys, we want to target 26% a month growth. Now, I actually have separate numbers that we're issuing to our staff versus my own personal goals, because I have a whole lot of different ways that I'm bringing in ancillary income now, because I've made a whole lot of deals with a whole lot of people who like to sell a whole lot of their own product. And because I'm a CEO who only will recommend things that I love, I have a whole lot of friends who are CEOs of really large companies. And I tell them what I love. And when I tell them what I love, they like to go buy that thing that I love. And I'm very transparent at the fact that I get a kickback from that. Now, don't worry, I will teach you guys how to do that in this episode a little later. So we're trucking our way through December. And when I tell you the first 2 weeks of December were banger, the first 2 weeks of December were banger. The first 2 weeks of December, we were hitting every single goal that we had been reaching for. We were doing $5,850 a day in sales, which was our exact target to do. And then the last 2 weeks of December came. That happens. Not only does that happens every year. So next December, we will modify the goals that we share with our employees, because how do you explain to a bunch of employees like, hey, we wanted to do $175,000 in sales this month, and we did $112,188 in sales instead? Well, pretty easily, actually. You compare those numbers to last year, and you say, were we up 26% this month or 18.5% this month? No, we were not. Were we up 481% from this time last year? Yes, we were. So we were up 481% in December of 2024 over December of 2023. That is a Herculean feat. Like, I have friends at other very, very, very large companies. Their target is to do 6% growth annually, and they're very, very proud of it. One of my friends actually shared with me that their targets was to do a 12% increase in revenue over the course of a year, and that she had to hit 6, and her whole team were thrilled. And that is normal. And as you get a bigger and bigger company, of course, it's harder to scale at a massive quantity, but we have a tiny company. We're averaging like $140,000 a month. And so for us to go 26% up, that's only another like 35 grand. So we good. So in December, we're trucking along, and it becomes very clearly very apparent to both Brian and I that the last 2 weeks of the year are going to be shot. And this new cutter, it's not working anyway. So we barely can keep up with production. I'm having to go live back in the warehouse over the weekend and literally stay and run 22-hour cutting shifts by myself for both days of the weekend. That was aggressive. That was so gnarly. So for us to have continued to push on sales, and we could like barely produce the amount of orders that we were getting anyhow, would have been unwise. And we chose not to. We chose instead to get our little duckies in a row, to work very, very hard on compliance, to work very, very hard on training people properly on the new equipment, and also training people properly into new protocols. We also were getting caught up as quickly as we could in the private customized back pages, which are so beautiful and so gorgeous. And then I was like, okay, well, we have to send out something to our clients. So now I'm going to tell you about the magical day that Sticker Janky actually turned around as a company. It was Christmas Eve of 2024. Now, most people would think like, oh, that's Stickergate. That's when Sticker Janky turned around as a company. No. That is like, it is. But you guys all hear about those companies that go on Shark Tank and then they go under. Why does that happen? What happens for the same reason that lottery winners really frequently end up in the exact same financial position that they were, but a heightened version of it. So people that were really big savers have way more savings, and people who had a lot of debt have way, way more debt because they have really outspent. So people don't change their habits overnight just because there's an influx of cash. You have to change your relationship with cash. And in this particular instance, I had to change my relationship with money and with business over the course of the last year. And thank God I did. And my relationship now is, don't go get every sale you can get. Do not disappoint your clients, which always has been my ethos, but man, did that get lost in Sticker Janky. Don't disappoint your clients. Don't do it. Don't get more clients than you can handle. Don't. No matter how badly you want to, and no matter how much you think you need that cash, that is going to fucking bite you in the ass every single time, because you are going to lose those clients and you are going to never get them back unless you do something really, really great to make sure that you do get them back. And I'm going to tell you that story right now. So we're trucking along. We are having such a high success rate with our customers. Our customers are thrilled. We have an over 98% success rate with our clients. Turn time on the stickers is going way down. It's in that 4-day range that we're looking for from the time they place the order until the time it ships out the door. It's toggling anywhere between 4.1 days and 4.8 days. Sometimes it would drip into 5.1 days, but that is so good because you always have those people who like order stickers and then get the proof and then get all the reminders to please go approve their proof and then don't approve their proof for a month. Well, that drags your whole total of how long it is taking you to turn an order way, way down. So we're very consistently in that very sweet spot that we're looking for, to where even though we're a company that currently right now is only averaging like 1.7 million in revenue annual, we're keeping up with companies that are doing tens of millions and hundreds of millions of revenue in customer expectation, customer satisfaction, and we are exceeding them by any measurable metric of high-touch personal customer service. So I was like, okay, well, what are we going to do for holiday? And then I was like, oh, yes, I know. Because I've talked in previous podcasts about like being the cookie girl at Hot Topic and never going into a meeting empty-handed. So years ago, I wrote a chapter in a book called Gifting is a Superpower. Why did I write that? Because gifting is a superpower. Show is. I know that we've thoroughly canvassed that with me being the cookie girl at Hot Topic and never going into a meeting empty-handed, etc. But the other thing that I do is give really high-touch, personalized, high-feeling, good-feeling gifts for my clients, something that I know that they're going to like. And I was like, okay, I have to do something really good for the holiday season. And what I thought that I was going to do was send concierge-level gifts to every single one of my clients that spent over $1,000 since Stickergate in July. So anybody that spent over $1,000 in the previous 5.5 months, I was going to put together a customized gift for them. And I just thought like, oh, it's going to be a really great gift certificate. It's going to be a super high dollar value gift certificate. When I was retired, I was cooking a lot because I had time to cook a lot. And I really loved services like Purple Carrot and Blue Apron and all of these different meal delivery services where I would actually just cook the meal. This was before I got stuck on Sakara. And I was learning all these new recipes and it was super fun, and the branding on both of those is beautiful and the packaging on both of those is beautiful. And one of them, I really don't remember, it might have been Green Chef, I don't remember which one, kept sending me these gift certificates in the mail. And it was like a little, fake plastic card that was a gift certificate, but it was always for $20. And I would always think, yeah, that doesn't move the needle for me. I like it all. Whereas Blue Apron had a thing where they're like, if you recommend somebody, we will give them a free week of food. And the first time that they buy something, we will give you a free week of food. And I was like, fuck yes, that is how you do a gifting program. That is exactly how you do a gifting program. Sakara has something very similar where when you have a certain number of points, they will give you $75 off of your next meal delivery week. And so because it is feast and famine, when you are scaling a company, like I let all of my points accrue. And when I am in a time of famine, which I have been, I use my $75 off weeks. And so I wanted to have this very high touch, high impact gifting go out to my clients. And I was like, okay, I am going to give out gift certificates to people that have spent over $1,000 with us in the last 5.5 months, anywhere between a $150 gift certificate and a $350 gift certificate. And my highest, very highest client is going to get a $500 gift certificate. They spent over $23,000 with us in 5 months, and they had just moved over their purchasing to us, and they are the kindest, nicest women. We love them. I will get permission from them to talk about them on the show. And they just order stickers as a huge part of their own business, and it's just this very kismet relationship. We've done some reels with them, and they are fantastic, and I adore them. And as we were prepping these gift certificates, like they did look really cool. We have these very cool customized envelopes that are branded with Sticker Junkie, and we printed out these very cool letters on cool letterhead, and we shot all of these amazing holiday stickers, and we shot this like J.C. Penney style, family photos where everyone had dressed up in white shirts and in jeans and jean jackets, and then I was in the same outfit except for I had a red sweater on because I am the boss lady, and it was just like so fun and so gorgeous and so kitschy, and our crew really just loves each other and has such a fun time together. So that was like an awesome little Christmas celebration that we did at the office that was just amazing and really, 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 really good feeling. And we turned it into this adorable Christmas card sticker that went out to all of our top tier clients. And I was like, wait, there has to be more though. There has to be like a wow factor when you open this up. Like, what are we going to do for that? And then I thought, what do I really love? Because we are ballers on a budget still, right? Like we are over here solving problems of a $20 million company when we are only making $1.7 million. That means we're still in the position where we are straddled with these one-time bills. There is so much regulatory compliance to put in place. There is so much legal compliance to put in place. So much legal compliance that you want to get put in place immediately as soon as you can afford it. There are so many insurances that you want to get put in place. There is so much machinery that we needed to buy. And we bought the machinery in cash. We didn't take loans on it because the credit still a little bit rocky. I had fixed it, but then we overextended ourselves because that's just what happens when you scale. And so I'm behind the eight ball of thinking like, how do I create something that's super high touch while also being on a fucking budget? Like these people did not spend $100,000 with us. They spent $1,000 with us. And that money was gone already because mommy's got bills. So I thought, oh, wait, what is my most banger favorite company? I know that I have mentioned companies that I am a fanatical fan of, and so I am certain that I have talked about Trader Joe's because I love me some Trader Joe's. Yes, I do. I know that I have mentioned that when I was retired in Sedona, I would drive an hour and 20 minutes to Prescott, Arizona, and it is pronounced Prescott, not Prescott. Anybody there will correct you if you say it Prescott. For a long time, I was a holdout and I called it Prescott. And finally, I lived in Sedona for long enough that I call it Prescott and would just like have this adventure of a full fun day and go to Trader Joe's and fill up my cooler with all of my favorite things and my dark chocolate peanut butter cups that I put in my coffee, which is all of the deliciousness and magic that anybody could ever ask for in life. And the thing about Trader Joe's that people that aren't Trader Joe's fanatics might not realize is like, wow, it is so affordable. The pricing is so good. Now, it is not like discount grocery store good, but it is like if you are shopping at, in San Diego now, Ralph's or Vons or just a normal grocery store, Trader Joe's pricing is low and competitive, and in a lot of different food categories, it's cheaper. And in some places, like Ralph's or Vons will win. But for seasonal, really thoughtful Christmas gift items, I mean, man, the variety of those that they have that cost $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 is astounding. Those items cost between $1 and $4. The very higher spenders that were getting the $350 gift certificates, they might have had like one item in their box, like one top tier item in their box that cost $6. But honestly, like the peppermint ho-hos or the jingle jangle, which like, oh my God, I had never had a jingle jangle pretzel before. So I know that there's a really good idea for me percolating with the gifts. And then I'm like, holy smokes, for like 10 or 12 or $14, I can take these many hundreds of clients, like 200 or 300. I think it was like 288 boxes or something. It was so many boxes, and get all of this different Trader Joe's goodies and fill the boxes with 3 or 4 or 5 items each. And then on top of that, lay in the gift certificate in the envelope with all of these customized, beautiful stickers that are like holiday oriented, and our Sticker Junkie family Christmas card. And then I was like, okay, cool. We have to make it look really good and have it be packaged really nice. So we're going to lay it down on the bottom with wrapping paper with like Christmas oriented or holiday oriented wrapping paper. And then we're going to stuff any empty spaces with like a different wrapping paper. And then we're going to put a different wrapping paper over the top. So it's like a real experience when you open it up, and nobody's expecting a gift from us. We got so many responses from clients that were just like, oh my God, I thought I would literally got this and was like, did I order more stickers? I didn't think I ordered more stickers. Or people who were like, I ordered more stickers, and then I opened this up and I was so confused because it was like this incredible plethora of snacks from Trader Joe's. On top of that, then they would open the envelope, see the stickers, then they would open the letter in the envelope, which was so personalized and so customized. And like, it was so well written that I was like, it almost looks like I used AI to write this, but I didn't. I'm actually a pretty okay writer. Given by the fact that I'm actually a slogan writer for a living, as you can imagine, I'm okay at writing a letter and conveying things to people. And so I just was really honest, like I am always. And I was like, wow, you guys, we don't exist without you. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate your business. We are a small company. When we get a $5 or $6 or $7 or $800 or $1,000 order, we notice it. We notice it when we get a $200 or $300 order. Our average shopping cart is $300. We notice it when we get a $50 order. We notice it when that first person that is buying that first batch of stickers that they are going to go themselves sell their first sticker on Etsy for $4. We love every single one of our clients. I have the goosebumps when I say that because I fucking mean it. I love every single one of my clients. I want to make every single one of my clients have a banger customer experience. I want them to love us the way that we love them. I want them to hear about the way that we run our business and hear about the way that we treat our staff and hear about the way that we treat our team and want to buy from us. And when that happens, it's amazing. And I love our team. I love every single member of our team. We have such a tight, solid team. I cannot wait to update you on the newest addition to our team on the February episode because we just hired someone this week. But let's go back to December. I'm off in the weeds, and you all know me, and you all expected that to happen. So I get this idea to put together these Trader Joe boxes, and I go by myself to Trader Joe's and I buy the biggest receipt that they have ever sold at this particular location of Trader Joe's. It was like, I honestly don't remember what it was. It was like $3,800 or $4,200. I think it was $3,800. I think my budget was $42, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I was under budget, and it was like $3,818, let's say. It was something right around that. And stuff it into the car, and I have been borrowing Brianna's car because she was out of town and my car was in the shop. It's back now, obviously. She has this big box of, I can't remember what the car is called, and like the whole entire car was stocked full of Trader Joe's. They're like, you're going to have to make 2 trips. And I'm like, no, this car is a beast. This car can fit anything. And I thought we were going to have to stack it into the front seat. We didn't even have to do that. We bought so much stuff that the Trader Joe's cashier gave me flowers. Yes, they did. And when I tell you, we had the best Christmas week you can imagine. We had the best Christmas week that you can imagine. So it wasn't just the turning around of the energy of the company, which it really, really was. That whole week was so fun. We rotated people in, so everybody kind of had their hands on the product. The production team just killed it and kept up with production, while all of the designers were jumping onto assembly lines to build these Trader Joe's boxes. I personally, myself, put together most of the boxes, many of the boxes with my team. Like everybody's hand was on it. It was an assembly line, and I would do a lot of like the final positioning to make sure of stuff. And then we had a finisher who would do like that top layer of really nice wrapping paper, and then a loose sticker, and then the envelope, and then we put a sticker on the outside that was a holiday sticker for them, and it was so freaking fun. Super unfortunately, our actually very handsome mailman came and picked up all those boxes, and they fit exactly into his truck, and there were hundreds of them. Of course, we shipped them out over the course of several days because we didn't get to put all of them together in one day because it was a big task. And he had his Santa hat on with shorts because we're in San Diego, and I literally cannot believe that I didn't catch a video of him loading it because it was even hilarious loading the boxes. It was so fun. And I'm pretty sure we gave him like a Trader Joe's snack because we were giving everyone that walked in the door Trader Joe's extra snacks. And it was just this joyful experience. That letter really conveyed what I wanted it to convey, which is like, you matter to us, and we notice you and we see you, and you are one of our top clients. You are one of our top 10% clients that is spending this kind of money on stickers. But then we didn't stop there. I think it was like around December 27th or December 29th, or whenever we knew that people had gotten the stickers, I personally, individually emailed our clients and said like, hey, hope you got the package. Hope you loved the package. I just want to let you know. And then an extended version of that letter of like, we really, really appreciate you. And we would love to collaborate with you. We love our clients. We love seeing your stickers. And if you want to do a collaboration reel with us, or if you want to highlight your stickers the next time that you order, then we would be happy to. Please reach out. I will put you in touch with Hayden. And now we have a whole social media team, which is like Hayden and David, and it's a whole bunch of us. I literally can't remember who's all on the social media team. Brian and Jenny, and I think we pull Michi into that one sometimes too. I know that she's on the outings committee now. So we have this whole rollout that's going out with all of these amazing customer reels. So if you follow us on Instagram and you're seeing all these new customer reels, the starting point of that was those Trader Joe's boxes. Well, it also was the starting point of the customer loyalty, because in our team meetings, when we do an all hands twice a week, and I update everybody on the progress of the company and what we're doing next and what our goal is, I really explained it to them when I still was standing next to the next stack of like the last 70 or whatever of them that was going to go out. And I was like, these clients, these are ours now. These are our clients now. We have them now. They have this amazing, super customized, very personalized reorder process that they get to use. They have this relationship with us. They trust us. They know that if something goes on with a file or if a color is not exactly correct, we're going to get Michi to jump in, who's our color specialist, and work with Dave and Dana and Koa in production to make sure the color is exactly right. We have our ducks in a row. We've got your back. And we're really glad that you have our back as clients. And do you know what? We need more customers right now. So if you have any friends who need stickers, can you send them our way? And it's making me tear up right now because the responses that we got back from our clients were completely fucking over the top. And they were like, oh my God, this is literally the nicest thing that anyone has done with us. One woman wrote to me and she was like, I am not joking. It is my first year as an entrepreneur. I can't believe I even qualified into your top 10% clients, because we ended up going down to people that spent like $750 with us in that previous 6 months. And not everyone, but we like had some extra stuff left over. So I think we hit every single person that ordered over 850, and like several of the people as much as we had left over of the snacks to go down even to 750. And she's like, you have no idea what this means to me. I'm not going to lie. I full on got emotional when I opened it. I couldn't believe this high touch customer service. You're giving me ideas of how to treat my clients. And I was like, there is nothing that means more to me than that. Because when I got pulled out of my retirement life, that was not by choice. But like, we are on episode, I don't even know what, of this podcast. And if you're listening this far, you've probably listened to the whole thing. And you know that I came here kicking and screaming. I would have done anything to stay out of Sticker Junkie at that point, or any business. I never wanted another employee again, not one. I did not want to go back and run companies that I started when I was in my early 20s. Hello, Eras Tour, Andrea's version. Thank you, Taylor, for the inspiration. Like, are you kidding me right now? No part of me wanted this. And so when it looked like it wasn't going to go well, or when it looked like it was stalled, I was like, what the fuck am I fucking doing with my life right now? I could be back in Sedona just trading. Why did I allow this to happen? And there's so many times that I had to just talk myself out of that and go, you are here and you're here for a reason. Just go do what's next and see what happens. Well, what happened there was a lot of our top tier clients told their friends, and we started getting a lot more brand new customers. Not only that, we started getting a lot more brand new customers whose first order was over 700. We got a whole bunch of responses from clients from that email that I sent out to everyone we sent a package to that was like, oh my God, I'm going to tell everyone about you. We are going to increase our orders with you. We can't wait until you get holographic stickers. We can't wait till you get magnets or buttons or whatever, because we want to transition all of our business over to you. We have never been better treated by anyone in customer service than we're treated by you. You truly are a gold standard of customer service. And like, the amount of happy that makes me, I can't even express, but it really does, because that's what we're going for. And so why are we going for a gold star standard of customer service? But like, why is everybody else not going for a gold star standard of customer service? That's actually a better question. But we're going for this very gold star standard of customer service, and we're hitting it. We're not just hitting it, we're banging it out of the park. And what's happening is exactly what you would expect to happen. People are telling each other about us, and people are increasing their sales with us. And the average value of our customer annually is increasing. That gives us this longevity. When I ran the metrics, I was like, okay, our high value clients, the average high value client spends about $4,760 a year with us. That's what our average top clients spend. Like, of the people that are spending more than $800 in 6 months, all the way up to the people that spend $23,000 in 6 months, it's about $4,760 is our average. Now that average will continue to grow. We have a couple of Fortune 500 companies right now that are integrated with our system, that order from us, that order a lot from us. Those clients actually are bigger, but there's many, many buyers within those clients. So I guess actually our top client, if you combined every single person within that organization that's buying from us, I was just going by like one individual buyer spent 23 grand with us. That actually is a Fortune 500 company. And I would guess that they probably spent about like maybe $62,000 with us in 6 months, which is exactly what you want to see. That is exactly what you want to see, because they have dozens of people buying from us, this Fortune 500 client. And so they probably spend about like $10,400 a month total between all those buyers. So that is just a lot. That is just a lot of money in stickers. They need a lot of stickers. They use a lot of stickers. They give out those stickers and then they buy more. It's like magic. But there's a lot of competition for those clients. Everybody wants those clients. How do we get those clients? Keep listening to the podcast and you'll find out, because I have talked extensively about how we get those clients and then how we retain those clients. And this is really the first time that I've talked about that retention part, is we treat them amazing. We reach out to them consistently. We ask them if they need any help with anything. We ask them if there's any new product offerings that they want. When they ask us if we can do new product offerings, we say yes. We say, yes, we have that on the list. Yes, we expect to get this machine at this day. Yes, when we have that new machine, we'll be able to offer XYZ. We didn't know that you wanted this. A bunch of people have been asking for enamel pins. It turns out that is a much more frequently imported item. You can't really make the type of metal and enamel pins here. I just learned that today. And we just keep them informed of like, well, actually, we're going to do magnets next and holographics and clear. Those are our next categories. We just let them know what we're doing. And then when they say, oh, we really wish that you could buy holographics right now, we say, yeah, we wish that you could buy holographics right now too. And you can. We actually do have holographics. We don't offer them on the site, but they're just way more expensive because we use different machines than the actual proper holographic machine. And they're equally as cool. They are, in fact, way more weather guarded and way more durable and way more outdoor resistant and way more expensive. There is a way cheaper process that you can use on a different machine than the holographics that we sell. We also just gotten glow in the dark. We've gotten reflective material. We've got all kinds of things that we're doing for our specialty clients that ask for it. And very soon we'll roll that out on the website. And I guess what I'm saying in all of this is the key to retaining clients is to just be a person, to just be honest, to just tell people what you're doing, to ask them what they want, to tell them, we want to get you what you want. A lot of people want packaging. Man, we want to do packaging. We want to do packaging so bad that I've been considering taking in cash. I've been considering doing an A round and giving up equity in my company so that we can afford to be able to do packaging, because packaging machine is so expensive. You know, you could spend $1 million getting into packaging. You could easily spend $1 million just getting into the highest end stickers that you want to get into. So as we're rolling down these things, we're communicating with our clients. Well, how are we doing that? One-on-one, and also through our podcast. A whole lot of you guys who listen are also our clients. So thanks. And if you're listening and you're not our client, get over here and be one of our clients. And every 6 months, we're sending out gift packages. Will it always be Trader Joe's? I feel like maybe yes, because it's the best deal out there. But I'm sure that we'll throw in super fun themed elements of everything because we're really creative and we like to. And even though we're not actually an agency, the type of people that work for us are agency people. Like, they are designers, they're cool, they're fun, they're hyper creative. Every person on our staff is really creative. And so just as I am searching for my first 1,000 fanatic fans of Andrea Lake 101, The Making of a Billionaire, so too are we searching for our first 1,000 fanatic fans of Sticker Junkie. Quite frankly, we have 1,000 fanatic fans already, and that's all that you need. And as of right now, we have about 280 really top spender clients. And if we get 2,761 of those, that's $13.2 million a year. Because remember, the average customer value of our top tier client is $4,790 a year. So if we go back to one of my famous calculator tricks, our average top tier client spends $4,780 a year on stickers. So we need 2,761 of those. That's what we're looking for. 2,761 of our top 20% spenders. Now we will still have tons of other clients who need $40 worth of stickers a year. That is great with us. We love those clients too. We can't afford to send them Trader Joe's boxes though, because it costs money. That is $13.2 million. Well, why? Why do I need to make $13.2 million a year? That is a good question. We've talked a very lot about creating the best workplace in the country, which by proxy will be one of the best workplaces in the world. Hard to beat Scandinavia. But I feel like we have more fun than Scandinavians. I have to ask Emily. She's in Norway. Let's see if she confirms. It is because the amount that we want to spend on payroll is 22%. And we want 22% for what? We want 22% for payroll and 22% for profit. Those are the goals. And then the company exists within the rest of that 56% of money. That's $2.9 million in payroll. Why do we need $2.9 million in payroll? Because that's the point at which we can actually pay people a living wage. Just a reminder, a living wage in San Diego County is $32 an hour. I had someone on TikTok like super sort of shittily type in like, well, you're just doing it wrong if you can't afford to pay them $32 an hour right now. I don't think you know what you're doing. And I'm like, I think you're angry on TikTok. Why are you commenting? Like, I am very sorry that you felt like that you needed to take time to give me a treatise on how to run a business. And perhaps you should show me how you run your metrics. But everybody wants people to be really well paid. Everybody thinks that people should be better paid. Virtually everyone. Not everyone. People have been fooled into thinking like, oh, why should that person make $30 an hour? If I'm over here and I'm super skilled and really well trained and I'm only making 35, and I'm like, a better question is, why aren't you making 65? Why are we dividing wealth the way that we are? It's silly and ridiculous. It doesn't work for the masses. And when you see an event rise up where the masses are like, yes, that's completely crazy. Do you know how much I pay in healthcare a month? $600. That is untenable. That is insane. That is an insane amount of money. Why do I have to pay anything in healthcare insurance when I am paying 30 plus, like maybe 37% of my income in tax? And people are like, oh, well, why should you get that for free? I'm like, because every other first world country, the people in that country expect the taxes to be used for their benefit. That is why. That is why. That is what our taxes should be getting used for our benefit. So in order to properly compensate every person that I'm going to need on my staff at a $32 plus an hour, because it will be a sliding scale. It will not just be everybody just makes $32, because some positions are more skilled than others. And the top person on my team will never, ever, ever make more than 3.5 times in salary the person on the bottom of my team. They just won't. I will never be the highest paid person in my company. Why not? Because I get owner draws. So I'll take enough to compensate and to cover for my expenses once the company can afford it. But why am I doing stuff like rolling out a Patreon or teaching people about entrepreneurship or taking these deals with different software companies or different event companies that want to sell a few more tickets to really high-end people? Why am I recommending out those things and taking a commission for those deals? We'll talk about that in the January episode, because that's when those deals came to pass. It's because I don't want to pull any money out of the company. I can't afford it right now anyhow. Like, it is way more important for us to buy 2 more new printers and 2 more new laminators than it is for me to take any dollars out of Sticker Junkie. So every amount of money that I can make from somewhere else and pay for my life from somewhere else and keep pushing forward on scaling this company is a win for me. And once we do cross those hurdles, I'll just take my money out in owner draws. Right now, we are diving very, 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 very deeply and looking down the barrel of 2025. That's where we are in the story at the end of December. We have secured so much goodwill with our clients that I know for sure the company is going to be successful. We have wrapped up so much of the regulatory compliance that we were behind on. We have had such a banger year. And Brianna, who got me through that first year, has decided to move on from the company. December 16th was the last day that she came into the company, and I could not wish her more well on wherever her journey takes her, and all of the luck and happiness that she could ever create is all that I wish for her in her coming 2025 year. There's a new cast of characters in the January episode, and I can't wait to tell you about all of them and tell you exactly what our future plans are, because they are massive, and we put together some banger deals in January. I can't wait to fill you in on the January episode. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Andrea Lake 101, The Making of a Billionaire. And I also cannot wait in the January episode to update you on the progress of the TV show. Oh yeah, I said for a long time it was going to happen, and it is. I cannot wait to update you in the January episode on the sticker towers, which now are not just sticker towers anymore. They are also sticker binders. Why are they sticker binders? Watch the next episode and find out. Whole lot of cash is going to come in the door from that real soon. As always, thanks for following us. Also, one of the best things that you can do if you have a minute, and I'm really asking, like, I love the Morbid podcast, and I love the way that they say, like, hey, please follow us, please like us. You have no idea how much that helps influencers. And I'm like, yo, you guys, please give us a follow and a like. Please follow Sticker Junkie on Instagram. Please follow Sticker Junkie on TikTok. Please follow me at Andrea Lake 101 on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Please also follow us on whatever app that you're listening to your podcasts on, whether that's Spotify or Amazon or wherever you're getting your podcasts on. Please leave a 5-star review. That helps us so much with the algorithms get kicked up into the metrics. It also helps for all kinds of stuff for us to have a higher follower count. It gives us a ton of street cred. And when we want to work with other influencers or other celebrities or other brands, they look at the size of your following before they decide if they're going to work with you or not. So it matters. So please, pretty please give us a follow, give us a like, and keep listening. I'll see you next time to recap January of 2025. After that, we'll do the first half of February. Then from there, we will really go week on week. As you can see, I have a whole podcast studio that has mitigated the noise, because as much as I love my brand new beautiful, go follow me on Instagram and you'll be able to see I just got furniture in my beautiful new apartment. It's loud. It's loud as shit. There's sirens all of the time. There's every kind of noise that you can imagine. There's city noise. And in this haven of my master closet, there is no noise. So thanks for joining. I'll be recording a whole lot. I also promise to finish the episodes where I cover my journey as a contestant on The Apprentice. Yeah. And there'll be so many other story times that we'll dive into. It just came up this week, a story with my staff where I told them about the time that I went to Arnold Schwarzenegger's inauguration. No, I am not a Republican. I'm not anything. But there's a whole story of the reason that I got to go there, and I didn't just get to go there. I got to sit on the dais at Arnold Schwarzenegger's inauguration. It is a wild story. It makes it sound like I am a pathological liar. I am super aware of that. Keep listening, and the story will continue to unfold. And for now, I am out. Thanks so much for being on this journey with us, business junkies. I will see you next time.